time, making biscuits, get up in the middle of a noonday.
Welcome back. I'm going to be planting some papaya seeds today and saving some seeds for a little while. These two things of fermenting slop, these two bowls of fermenting slop came from two different very nice papayas. One of them was a large orange one and the other one was a red fleshed type, probably a red lady or a derivative thereof. So what I did was put these in. This is the first time I'm trying this, so don't try it at home until we know if it works, right? But we took the slop out of the inside and just put it to ferment in a little bit of water and let it sit on the counter for a few days, because I read that's a good way to do it, just like you do with tomato seeds. You saw my tomato seed saving video the other day probably. So what we'll do is we'll smash them up in here and then just kind of see if we get nice clean seeds, which we may or may not. Oh yeah, that's gonna work. Oh, it's so grody. It's like little dead grubs and stuff in there. This is why you watch this channel, isn't it? Oh yeah. By the way, this is really good for your immune system, to just constantly be handling all kinds of disgusting stuff. Just for those of you with weak immune systems, allergies, that sort of thing. Just don't be too clean. Actually, I can feel that the outer coating, which is somewhat of a sprout inhibitor, is coming off of these things. So it's interesting. It just kind of came right off because of the acidity caused by fermentation. You have various bacteria that create acids and things break down. So now we've got a whole bunch of them down at the bottom. I'm going to let the ones that are at the top just kind of go off. Don't care about them. Hey, that's not bad at all. Look at that. Nice looking seeds. Just rinse them off a few more times. So those guys right there should be all nice and ready to sprout. They've got their exteriors all off of them, and they should come up really quickly. I'm going to set these here. Spread them out someplace to dry a little bit. Papaya seeds don't necessarily keep all that long, so you got to be careful not to do it. But if we do it this way and dry them and put them in the fridge, we should be able to get some months or maybe even a year out of them if we're lucky, though we're planting a lot faster than that. Pretty good. Now I'm sure my wife will be glad not to have these bowls of rotting fruit pulp laying on the counter anymore. It's been 3 days of stinking fruit flies and papaya rot. So that's why we have to do this video now, because this is the last day. That's it. This is some pretty fresh cow and goat manure, and I've dug 3 holes here. we're going to put a good bit of manure in it. Doesn't matter that it's super fresh. It's not going to burn them. It's going to rot in the ground. They're going to love it. They'll go crazy. It'll be awesome. I'm going to put some ashes in each one of these holes. I don't want it to be really, really alkaline, like right next to the roots. So I'm just going to stir it up a little bit. I don't know if it makes that big a difference or not, or they'll just work their way around it, but I'd rather do a little like that. Now I'm going to take all this right back here, put it right in, and then we will plant on top of the mound. So what I'll do here is plant these. My seeds got mixed up with debris. Plant these seeds in here. And we're going to select them out and let a few of them grow together, 3 of them, because we're looking for females or hermaphrodites. We don't want male papayas because all they do is produce pollen. We only need like 1 or 2 for 100 females. So I'm going to let them grow right here when they come up, and let them grow for a while until they start to bloom. And then when they start to bloom, I will be able to tell which ones are male, female, or hermaphrodite. And then we will select for 1 and leave 1 on that hill. I just got to do the same thing with the other 2 hills. And that's it. And then hopefully a week or 2, I will update you on how this worked. And you'll get to see if the papaya worked, if the fermentation thing worked. And then over the course of the season, we'll see how they actually grow as trees. Because everything's a big experiment, and that's how we learn. So, catch you guys next time. And until then, may your thumbs always be green. Get up in the middle of the nighttime, biscuits. B-I-S-C-U-I-T. Here's to you, retired senior chief. B-I-S-C-U-I-T. Here's to you, retired senior chief. Biscuits, 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 biscuits,